Kept you waiting, huh? This is Snake. I'm done here. Kept you waiting, huh? This is Snake. I'm done here.
Oh, not the dark screen. Hold on, y'all. Let me get y'all out of here real quick. Boom! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another HMO Tuesday, man, with the homie Brooks. You already know.
Yes, sir. What it do?
Got a lot of stuff to talk about today, man, including this man that you're seeing on the screen. I don't know who the woman is, but the man right there that you see is Urban Meyer, not Urban Myers. So let's actually change the title of this video right quick. Urban Meyer, not Urban Myers. But I appreciate y'all for already 6 thumbs up before we even started the video. So much appreciated, y'all. You got to skip all the ads. But we're gonna talk about this man in a second. Hope y'all having a good Tuesday. Hope y'all had a productive day. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. So Urban Meyer, the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're just gonna jump right into it. He's gonna be topic number 1. After we talk about him, we're gonna talk about the NFL Week 2 recap, as well as. Oh, I don't know why I keep saying Week 2. Week 4. Look at how the season's flying by. Week 4 recap, and then Facebook, Instagram outage that happened yesterday, as well as NBA preseason previews. So let's start with Urban Meyer, man. Jacksonville Jaguar head coach. He is a legendary college football coach. He coached many years for Florida with the Tim Tebow Gators, Aaron Hernandez, Percy Harvin, like you mentioned.
Cam Newton was there for like a semester.
Cam Newton was there for a hot second. Next thing you know, he goes to Ohio State, wins more games, and now he's an NFL head coach with the Jacksonville Jaguars. What does he have to show for it so far? A donut, 0-4. And they're getting spanked every single game as of right now, as of the time of this recording.
Trevor Lawrence hasn't lost this many games
Ever.
High school, college.
Never in his life has he been this much of a losing player until he got with Urban Meyer. And now Urban Meyer is potentially going to lose his job. I'm not sure if he already lost the job, but he got caught in 4K. Not even 4K. He got caught in some pretty low resolution, but we're going to show you guys what happened here. Urban Meyer in the club, man. Apparently he was having a good time with his family and then snuck off to a bar where some younger folks knew he was in town and wanted to see him. And this is what happens. You got a young little college girl.
Young college co-ed.
As of age is what we're assuming, right? Because they're in a bar, so she must be old enough to have alcohol. But still.
That's what the ID says at least.
That's what the ID says at least. Oh boy. Yo, the fake ID gang, man. Let me go ahead and put when I was less than 21 years of age, I definitely had one of those. Allegedly.
Maybe, possibly.
It could be fabrication. I'm not sure. But
You didn't hear it here though.
What's wrong with this video? It's just a 60-year-old man doing pretty normal stuff. I mean, it's weird that he's with a 20-whatever-year-old, but take away the age difference, he's a married man with children, and he's an NFL head coach.
And he decided to go to the bar and be with his family that day instead of going home with his team, as well going on the team flight.
Look at this family man, this man of God right here, Urban Meyer. Not to mention, this is like a top 10 worst lap dance I have ever seen in my life. Tobias, what's good, shawty? How you doing, man? Look at this. Urban Meyer. And apparently he was trying to... Something about his finger was like, you know, in like a certain place. I don't know. I can't see it. We're trying to find it here. And this is tweeted the same night by his wife, Shelly Meyer. Meanwhile, I am babysitting.
That's tough.
And look at this. She's babysitting the grandkids.
Got the boys in
tough
the tub.
Scene.
Very tough scene.
Enjoyed seeing Coach Meyer back in town for our bro Chris's B-Day. Having a good time with the family before he snuck off. Same fit. So it's definitely the same night. And then here you got the kids. Oh my God, his marriage is fucked. But I mean, maybe, I don't know. Women, any women in the chat. I don't know if Brendoza's in here. If there's any women in here, would you let your partner, I guess this can go for men too. Would you let your partner off the hook for something like that? Getting a little bump and grind?
Like R. Kelly, man. I do see something. And unlike R. Kelly. I do see something
Nah, man, nah. R. Kelly too wild, bro. He's too wild. We draw no parallels with R. Kelly. I do not think he'll be fired.
I don't think he'll be fired either. But
I don't know, man. I disagree. But I think that, look at all the social media uproar that's happening in Urban Meyer's direction. I don't think that, coupled with the fact that they haven't won a game through 4 weeks, bodes very well for him. I think he'll be fired before the end of this week.
So quick recap. Mendoza, this old man right here, he was he's a football coach, college and pros. He hasn't won a game yet in the pros. He was supposed to be on a flight back home to Jacksonville with his team. He decides to go to these bars with his family. He leaves his family to go to a bar with a bunch of like young co-eds and dudes over there. And he ends up getting a lap dance. And now he's in hot water for getting his lap dance and being at the bar and all that.
Let's show the video one more time.
One more again.
Urban Meyer, legendary college coach, currently winless in the NFL, 0 wins, 4 losses. Instead of going back to the drawing board, seeing what they can do to win a game, he's catching one of the worst lap dances of all time. From a young, blonde woman, probably a college student.
Who we assume is of age.
Call me E, he headed to USC. Yeah, he definitely headed to USC to be a fan.
Yeah, anybody, USC will definitely try to hire him. Anybody who has a college opening will try to hire him.
He's not, this is not the end of the line for him. This is not the end of the line
This is
for
the
him.
same guy who allegedly led a Bible study with Aaron Hernandez. This is the same guy who just a couple years ago had a coach in his staff that was abusive towards his wife. Urban Myers is Urban Liar for a reason. There's a reason why he has that nickname. I'm very disappointed in the guy, to say the least. I don't think he gets fired, but I think it's definitely like reason to fire him. If they wanted to get rid of him, they could, because it's not like the guy's being super great right now as a coach anyway.
Let me ask you this question right here. If Urban Meyer is still the head coach by the end of the week,
he's got to get a win.
No. Let's make this interesting. If Urban Meyer is still the head coach by the end of this week,
You're funny.
you will be serving.
Tobias.
Brooks will be providing the champagne for a mimosa brunch.
Brooks is gonna do what?
Brooks is gonna buy some mimosas for us, brunch style.
Okay.
This weekend, if Urban Meyer is still the coach.
Nani?
Or no, I am. If he's still the coach. If not,
He's still the coach.
if he's fired by the end of the week, you buy the mimosas. I bet he threw that I'm a college coach card, and that's why these thotties threw themselves on him. They're trying to get that bag too. I mean, what? I guess I see. They tried the sugar daddy, sugar baby approach. I'm sure he probably did pull the celebrity card.
They knew who he was because all the guys in the bar were probably like, oh my god, that's Urban Meyer. Let's go dab him up. Let's go get a picture. Blah blah blah. And then they were riding on the train too.
Ah, man,
Yeah,
Urban
like
Meyer's
sometimes.
not even like a celeb. It's not like a Drake sighting, man. This is Urban Meyer we're talking about.
I mean, in Ohio though, I think he's like as close to guys you can get. 'Cause, I mean, I think he did bring Ohio State to a championship. He was just a
Legendary
a couple
coach
years
for
ago.
sure.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I mean, like Brendoza's saying, the guy is rich. Women like rich people, so that doesn't shock me in the slightest way.
It does make the most sense.
Urban Meyer, man. What do y'all think? Tobias doesn't think he's getting fired. Brooks doesn't think he's getting fired. Maybe y'all seeing something I don't, because...
What do you think about this, about the Jaguars owner saying, he's got to earn our trust back again, and apparently he's on the hot seat. According to Google's.
He's going to get fired regardless. Like, maybe it may not happen this week, but he'll get fired just for not being... Because I think in his eyes... his ego is definitely having to adjust to the professional level. This guy is not used to not being the guy. He's not used to being...
He's not used to having grown men on his team that don't listen to what he's got to say.
There you go. You're not coaching 18, 19-year-olds,
exactly,
coaching
bro.
grown men.
Exactly. That's a big step up.
They are not satisfied with 0-4. They're going to go be the first team to ever go 0-18. They'll probably not win a single game this year.
You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Nice.
Even with Trevor Lawrence, I think Trevor Lawrence will have a solid season. He might throw like 30 touchdowns, and they don't win a single game. Why is she going to give someone who can be the same age as her dad a lap dance if there's no money involved? That's true. That's true. That's true.
And it makes me think about, like, how many college coaches have ever been, like, great going back to the pros or going to the pros?
None. Nick Saban was awful.
Nick Saban was awful, but then what about Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy Johnson was amazing.
Jimmy Johnson.
Legendary coach.
The Harbaughs both went to a Super Bowl. Only one of them won the Super Bowl, though.
True that.
And now, I can't remember.
Both can be considered high-level NFL coaches.
Yeah. But then I think it's John Harbaugh's back in Michigan, and he's terrible over there right now, too.
Yeah. Yep. It's not looking too good there in Michigan. I don't even think they're ranked anymore, or haven't been for a little bit. But
I think they just won a game.
Urban Meyer, will he be the coach by the end of this week? I would have to go out on a limb and say he's going to get fired very soon. Just not even, I mean, yes, because of the 0-4, but mostly because the backlash, man. Let's see if this is something that, because
is not a PR win.
Let's see if Jacksonville thinks to themselves, maybe the people will forget about it and we'll all just move on.
I mean, it's just like the close or the newest news cycle thing, so you never know.
That's how it goes down, man. People react to things. It's the hot story. Next thing you know, it's the food is no longer no longer tasty to reheat and eat again. You got to just throw it in the trash at some point. Find the next fresh meal, like Week 4. Let's review Week 4's final scores for every single game, starting with Thursday Night Football, September 30th, which was Urban Meyer's potential last game as the head coach.
Bengals are 3-1. Jamar Chase is looking amazing after he couldn't catch a damn ball in the preseason. Joe Burrow's looking nice.
Right.
24-21.
3-1 the Bengals. How about that? That's crazy.
AFC East, right?
The AFC North.
AFC North. AFC North is looking dangerous, man.
You got the Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, and Browns. All teams that could be very good this year.
The Steelers are the worst team in that division right now, too.
Wow, you wouldn't expect that. They were 11-0 to start last year. Now they're Brooks' camera is glitchy. How about, is mine also glitchy? Yeah, how come just his is glitchy? There's little lines that glitch going on in his camera. Just gotta plug it in and out, I guess.
Should I do that?
Make sure you're plugging out the right one. Yeah, go ahead. As long as y'all can.
I just saw like a little line just now.
As long as y'all hear what he's saying. Let's see how that works. Mendoza coming through with the technicalities. Appreciate that. But the Bengals 3-1, that's got to be one of the biggest surprises of the season up to this point.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I thought the Bengals made the wrong move and not picking up a tackle. But then Jamar Chase being there has been great. It's been great for Joe Burrow. Okay, I think it looks a little bit better.
How we doing now with Brooks' camera? Brooks' camera looking better? You look at the final stats of this game. Trevor Lawrence, 17 of 24 for 200 yards. Pretty good. No touchdowns, but no picks. Joey B with 25 for 32, 348, and 2 touchdowns. An amazing game from the youngster. He's looking like he's going to turn him around. Joe Mixon with the tutty, 67 yards. How'd he do with the receiving end of things? Look at how they're just trying to throw these advertisements, man. 1 catch. Not bad. No yards, though.
Yeah.
So let's back out of here. Let's go into the other games for Week 4 and not Week 2. I'll just go ahead and keep it at the score, and we'll go ahead and react to each one. Titans 24, Jets 27. This is the Jets' first win of the season. Might be their only win of the season. What do you think about this one?
How does Zach Wilson do, though?
Zach Wilson apparently had himself a good game, especially towards the end.
My goodness. Zach Wilson's thrown at least 10 interceptions just 4 weeks in.
Oof.
Something nasty. He just threw 4.
Yeah, he's not having a good go of things right now. Ryan Tannehill, 298 yards and a touchdown. Let's see the Jets. Whoa, the Jets now. Whoa, where's the Jets passing at? It just starts with their rushing, and that's it.
No, that's because Zach Wilson sucks, huh? That's tough.
Oh, Zach Wilson had 111 plus 90 plus 60. No way. Zach Wilson did all that? Zach Wilson did all this? 111, 92?
Did he do that, or was that just YAC?
Avs fan, what up?
Big Waz, what's up, man? Big Avs fan, my guy.
Ready for the NHL and NBA? Yes, we are ready for the NBA. Stick around until the end of the Power Hour live stream for you to hear our NBA previews. We're going to have some NBA previews following the preseason debuts that just happened.
Zach Wilson had 297 yards.
Wow.
For 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. QB rating of a 97.3. That's pretty solid.
Pretty damn good, Zach Wilson.
Pretty solid.
pretty damn respectable.
Zach Wilson has had 4 touchdowns to 8 interceptions.
Yeah, that's something he could improve on is decision making. But it's the Jets, man. The Jets are gonna just have poor coaching. They're in the same predicament as Washington football team. They won't be good until the team gets sold or there's completely new management. It's just not gonna work in the current regime.
He's another 6'2" little quarterback as well. That's Max Greenberg's guy right there too. He's such a big man crush.
Mark my words. Urban Meyer will be fired by tomorrow or Thursday. And the Jets will not win another game for the rest of the year. And the Jaguars probably won't win another game either unless the two teams face each other.
All right.
Chiefs and Eagles. Chiefs finally get off of that 2-game skid that they were on.
42-30 win. Jalen Hurts is playing like a man. He's playing like the man. I'm a big fan of Jalen Hurts right now.
I mean, he's playing good, but 1-3 is not where you want to be to start the season. You want to be at least at 2-2 at this point.
I feel that.
Also, Red Sox versus Yankees in 20 minutes. I don't know
what their
if you guys
defense
watch
is doing
baseball.
though, because they're giving up 42 points.
42 points for the Eagle defense, no good. But it's Mahomes, man. You can't stop that, man.
They got stomped on by the Cowboys the week before too.
We say Avs fan, it's playoff time in baseball. Sox, Yankees for the playoffs. That's
20 minutes too. Nice.
That's solid, man. What is that? The wild card or is it the divisional matchup? Where they at in the playoffs?
Because the Yankees just got their spot yesterday.
So that's a 1-game deal then.
Yep.
Oh shit, we might actually have to watch a little bit of that, man.
You can definitely watch a little bit. I don't know if you want to live stream it.
Maybe we might have to see what's
wild
up.
Card, yep. Aaron Judge had the walk-off hit yesterday.
We just don't watch enough baseball to do that, but and plus the games are so long, man.
Yeah, man.
The games are so long.
Wild card is in 1 game. Asman, are you who is Denver's baseball team?
I don't think he said he likes it's
baseball?
Colorado Rockies.
Colorado, yep, there you go. Asman, who's your baseball team if you have one?
Back on this, Mahomes 5 touchdowns, 3 of them to Ty Hill.
Yep, I have him as my quarterback in the J&J fantasy league.
Yep, and I got Ty Hill as my receiver. Gave me damn near 50.
That's amazing, man. I
You look at the Panthers at Cowboys. The score is a lot closer than what it really was.
26-28.
Scored 2 garbage time touchdowns. It was really a blowout.
You know what? You said that before, Asman. You definitely mentioned that before.
San Francisco Giants. Okay. Hey, man, any team that has the Giants, I'm a fan of, man. San Francisco Giants. Go Giants. Panthers at Cowboys. Fun fact, Sam Darnold is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns right now.
Really?
For everybody. More than all running backs, more than all quarterbacks. Yep.
That's wild.
I believe he has 5 rushing touchdowns through 4 weeks.
I don't know if it was last week or this week, but the Ravens, Lamar Jackson's had like the most 100-yard games for a quarterback or something like that, and then they wanted to go for the record, but I don't think they got it this week, and that's why people are mad about it.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
Are the Cowboys looking for real, bro?
Nah. The Cowboys aren't looking for it. The Cowboys are going to be the NFC East leaders this year. They'll probably go 10-7,
Damn, so what does that mean?
11-6.
What does that mean for our bet then?
Oh man, neither of us are winning that shit.
All right, bet.
We're gonna both be bottom feeding, man. I think all 3 of the other teams in the NFC East are all gonna be negative records.
I'm 2-2.
Y'all not going 500.
And we got a bad, or we have like a really hard schedule too.
One of the hardest.
You never know.
I think Washington has the hardest remaining schedule in the NFL.
I think it's us 2 that have the 2 hardest schedules.
Right. Chiefs, Giants, and Washington football team all have the toughest remaining schedules. I think those are the top 3 hardest remaining schedules.
They don't want Patty Mahomes to go back to the Super Bowl,
they don't, man. I think they're trying to make way for another Tommy B championship, man. It's an NFL conspiracy in the making, possible. Man.
Say I want him to be the undisputed. He's already at the undisputed GOAT, but they want to make it even harder case.
Fuck Tom Brady. 27-21 for my New York Giants. We got a W in overtime. Saquon Barkley looking like Saquon Barkley. Why'd you trade him, Brooks? Why'd you trade him?
I just wasn't comfortable with him.
Look what he did. Look what he did. He won.
But what did he do?
What did he do? He had, I think, 70 rushing yards, another 60 to 70 receiving yards, and he had 4 total touchdowns. 3 or 4 total. I think it might have been 3 total touchdowns. And it's just a whole lot of loading thing. But let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
I mean, who did I got? Well, so the week I traded him, I got Grunk, and then he got hurt. So it's definitely looking like a bad trade.
DJ
right
with 400 yards.
So 13 for 52, 1 touchdown. And then he had how many? He had 74 yards for 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and we're in the PPR league too, so I probably could have kept him.
Yeah, man.
If I had countered with him, I probably would have been cool too. But I don't know.
How about
bro.
my G-men, man? Getting the W.
Off of an ACL tear, it's hard for me to be confident in the guy to be great the first year off of it because there's not that many Adrian Petersons going on.
Trying not to show too much of these scoreboards because the highlights might pop up and YouTube will hit us with the demonetization. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Browns get another dub, 3-1.
That defense is amazing, man. Myles Garrett is talented as any defensive player in the NFL.
Myles Garrett said he got a drug test for after he didn't.
Yeah, man. He went sleeveless and just looked God mode, man.
His muscles got muscles. You know what I mean?
Muscles got muscles, man.
Scary.
They got a good defense going on out there. They held a relatively potent Minnesota offense to 7 points. This team is capable of going up and getting 30. They got Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson.
Have you ever seen that video from the Vikings YouTube where it's like, who wouldn't you want to date your
Diggs.
sister? Diggs.
We don't want Diggs.
It looks like they're missing my guy Diggs right now. Only
man.
scoring 7 points.
They didn't want to let him date their daughters. I mean, their sisters.
Year 2 without the best receiver out of Maryland, and they're down bad 1-3. Adam Thielen's the number 1 guy over there. I don't know. And I keep on telling y'all Kirk Cousins is not the man that y'all want him to be. He's a great stats quarterback, but he's not a winning quarterback. I will stand behind that.
Avs fan says, just watch the Cleveland Clowns get another playoff choke. What is Cleveland's baseball team called now?
Not the Indians. I know that.
What are they called? The
Cleveland Braves. I don't know. Cleveland Braves.
What are they called now, Avs fan? Cleveland choking. What's new?
I don't think they made up another nickname. Chicago Bears 24.
Guardians. They're called the Guardians.
Chicago Bears 24, Lions 14. Justin Fields, man, what's going on with Justin Fields? Is Matt Nagy trying to sabotage his career already?
Yo, Real Take, what up? Welcome to the stream, Brody. Bears, Lions, of course, Justin Fields. That was a great time for him to get some good action in against a bad team. Sometimes when you're a young QB, you need these teams to really get like a confidence boost. So that might be a good thing moving forward, especially with the defense playing as well as they've been this year. They had some goal line turnovers that they forced in this game. So shout out to that defense.
Justin Fields, 11 for 17, 209 yards, 1 interception.
Oh, word, Real Take. All right, bet. Maybe later we might pop up in yours as well, man. Appreciate you for coming by.
Appreciate you, Brody.
I just call him CBT. Oh no, don't do that, man. Don't encourage this football team, basketball team behavior, man. We don't want any more of that. That is childish behavior, man. Dan Snyder, name the team something.
But you don't think Matt Nagy is trying to sabotage Justin Fields?
He might be, man, because why is there even a discussion between him versus what's his name? I can't remember.
The Red Rocket, Andy Dalton.
The Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, man. Why is there even a discussion for Andy Dalton to be the potential starter in Chicago when you moved up in the draft to get Justin Fields? When he's one of the most talented rookies in this year's class. He's going to be one of those guys moving forward that's really good in the foreseeable future, I would even say.
David Montgomery had a great game, 23 carries, 100
Logan,
yards,
what up?
2 tuds.
Big Mods in the chat.
I believe he is the leader in rushing yards right now.
Justin Fields.
David Montgomery.
Wow. Oh, Montgomery. You literally just said Montgomery. There you go. You got a running dual-headed beast right there with those two.
Next game.
Andy Dalton is very overrated. Yes, he is. The next game is Buffalo Bills versus the Texans. We have the Deshaun Watson-less Texans. And no Tyrod Taylor, it seems like either. So now 40-0. That's going to be another poverty franchise, just like the Lions. just like a bunch of other teams, just like the Colts even though they won.
Josh Allen, an MVP candidate.
Oh yeah, he's going to be an MVP candidate every year, especially with that defense. 0 points. No other team has done that this year, I don't think, and they've done it twice. Twice already that they've allowed 0 points. That means that they got 20 plus on fantasy 2 different times. Thank you, Buffalo defense. I appreciate that.
How was the Cardinals the last team to be undefeated?
Because we're gonna get to the Cardinals.
Kyler
Just
Murray is
wait
magic,
on it,
man. That's my guy.
Just
Kyler
wait
Murray
on
is
it. We're gonna get to that in a minute. So Bills 40-0. Nothing to really talk about there. Great game by the Bills. Mostly attributed to their defense, because anytime a team allows 0 points, it's going to be very easy for the offense to go out and get 20, 30, maybe even 40 points.
Just off the
all
backs
around
of-
team effort.
Just at the backs of destroying my Washington football team, too. So.
Love it. Yeah, love it, man. I love it when the Bills do that, especially the Washington football team. Colts versus Dolphins.
So if the Bills do that to the Giants, what you gonna do if I talk shit?
Nah. They won't do that to us. They won't do that to us.
think so?
Nah. We'll see. Colts versus Dolphins, man. Who's playing for the Dolphins at QB? Is it Tua? Is Tua still the quarterback? Tobias, are you in here, man?
Dolphins are,
what the fuck happened to your Dolphins?
The Dolphins are Tua-less right now. I know that.
And the Colts were winless up to this point with their new shiny toy, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz with 2 touchdowns.
Jacoby Brissett had a solid game against what's supposed to be a good defense.
I thought Jacoby Brissett was gonna be nice. Like we saw him.
Also too.
We saw him fill in for Tom Brady those 2 games before he got
won
hurt.
twice.
I was like, this guy's gonna be nice.
They had a 3-1 record with him at quarterback. One of them had Jimmy G until Jimmy G got hurt.
Yeah, I think Jimmy G played like 1 game, and then Jacoby Brissett played 2 of them. Yeah.
Kyler is the best. I personally think that Justin Herbert is better than Kyler. I know some people might disagree with that, but we'll get to that in a minute.
That's a good question. I need to.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Gotcha.
So, oh no! Don't show the highlights. Please don't show the highlights, YouTube. We're so sorry. So let's keep it moving to the next game. Carson Wentz, by the way, I don't think the Colts are going to be anything this year. I think they're going to be another team that's bound to lose a lot of games unless they have an epic turnaround.
That is so crazy to me. Just a couple years ago, they had Andrew Luck, thinking that they were going to be a Super Bowl level team. Now they're 1-3 with Carson Wentz as their starting quarterback.
Yeah, things change quickly in the NFL.
Life goes fast, man.
If the Texans didn't wait this long to fire Bill O'Brien, they would be decent. Yeah, probably. Like I said, man, there's some situations that won't change until the higher ups are different. Okay, like your job is always going to suck if it sucks until the managers get the fuck out of there and new management comes in. That's how every job works, especially in the NFL.
Shout out to my Washington football team getting the 34-30 victory. J.D. McKissick gets the game-winning touchdown in overtime. Did you see the Chris Berman call?
Nah, I didn't.
Is it J.D. McKissick?
Classic Berman. Big
Berman.
boomer.
He had to go deep for that wop.
Washington 34-30 against the Falcons.
No, not pause. Don't listen to me say wop.
Hey man, we know what you meant.
Nah,
Falcons 1-3 now, and they waste yet another beautiful Matt Ryan performance. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions against an elite Washington defense that has now allowed 30 points 3 different times.
Yeah, we're definitely looking pretty soft right now. I don't know what's going on there. Our D-line is supposed to be the best D-line in the league. They're playing
Chase Young
soft.
is yet to get a sack this season, I believe.
He hasn't. I don't know if he's going to get even double-digit sacks. He was just a Pro Bowl
No.
guy.
I don't think he will.
He was just a Pro Bowl level guy last year, and I guess, that sophomore slump is going crazy right now.
We'll see what happens with Washington at 2-2. They're looking all right in the NFC East. 1 game out from the lead. Anybody can win it. Shit, my Giants can still win it. We'll see. Even the Eagles can still win it. Seahawks versus 49ers. The 2 teams in the NFC West. Both now sitting at 2-2 after Russell Wilson takes them out there and they win 28-21 on the road.
Trey Lance has to fill in for Garoppolo after his calf injury. The calf injury that apparently Jimmy G thought he got stepped on, which is never a good sign because that's a sign of like a torn Achilles.
Oh, man.
So hopefully he's okay, but Trey Lance is in there. He had 157 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Trey Lance, man. Let's zoom over here to the box score. So
I believe it was like
highlights, man.
I believe it was like a 157 passer rating.
Let's take a quick look at Trey Lance, the rookie. Again, another guy who they went out of their way to get in the draft. So Russell Wilson, 149 yards, not that great. They still got the win because it looks like they had a decent rush game going on, 2 rushing touchdowns. Trey Lance, they're not showing Trey Lance. They're just showing Jimmy G, who had 165 yards, touchdown, and an interception. Seahawks win 28-21.
Very big one. Very big one for my guys.
And this is the big game right here. Rams versus Cardinals. 37-20. Kyler goes out there and has himself a good game. Let's go ahead and pull that up.
Kyler Murray, little Yoda.
Show the highlights.
Kyler Murray is Black Yoda now, guys.
So let's talk about Kyler Murray for a second. Is
Black
he,
Yoda.
Is he the best NFL quarterback right now, or is he in consideration at least for?
I think he's in consideration. I think he should be.
Would you say he's the front guy right now, front runner?
Front runner for best QB or front runner for MVP?
For the MVP.
Nah, I say Josh Allen is. Josh Allen or Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert are probably put in there.
It's a good list of QBs right there, man.
I mean, what do you think?
I personally would say it's going to be Kyler Murray right now just because they're the undefeated team right now, the only undefeated team in the NFL at 4-0. They got a lot of talent at the skill positions. You see they got a good running game going on. Chase Edmonds, $120 on only 12 carries. He's averaging a first down every time he touches the football, along with James Conner, the former Steeler, giving them an extra 50, 2.8 yards. That's your third down back who will get you at least 3 yards. So on third and short, it's like a guarantee. And then you got Kyler Murray, 6.5 yards every time he takes off.
D-Hop is always going to be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't see how, with Kyler Murray, with the weapons that he got, him or Herbert should be the MVP.
What were Matt Stafford's stats? I didn't even get to watch
Matt Stafford didn't look that great.
So is Matt Stafford coming back to
I think that they just played a top-notch team, and the defense was not ready for what came. And when the defense can't support the offense, it might make a good player look not that good. I don't think this is really something to be too worried about. Matt Stafford is still going to be in the MVP considerations.
We know he's a gunslinger too, so he's bound to throw at least one interception, which he did for the first time this season.
10 minutes until the game, Avs fan. All right, we're about to talk some NBA before you get out of here, man. We're coming down to the last couple of games. But we saw the run game look all right for the Rams. But the two LA teams now sitting at 3-1. That's pretty damn good for Los Angeles, man. I
still don't understand why they had a game delay at SoFi Stadium last night.
In an indoor stadium.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean, I'm not the NFL.
Hey, man, that's what they like.
Yep.
We don't have to cover this one too much, but Steelers and
Aaron Rodgers
Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We saw that they were gamemanship being each other, whatever, kind of like winking and
doing
that stuff.
Yo, appreciate 9 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. Let's fuck that algorithm up together, guys. 27-17.
Hit the noti bell if you haven't already.
Yeah, hit that noti bell. Hit that noti bell. Let's fight that algorithm, guys. Packers are 3-1. I think they're going to be one of the best teams in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is starting to look like himself again. It tends to happen where they start slow, and now they're really starting to pick shit up. Good on them.
On the planet.
And the Steelers are looking like they might be the bottom feeders in their division.
Yeah.
1-3.
Bro, AFC North is always a tough division, and the fact that the Steelers are at the bottom, it's crazy. It speaks a lot of volumes.
Man, Big Ben, tie him up, man. Lace up
unlace them.
Unlace the cleats, man.
3-1 Ravens, 23-7 victory. They try to get the record at the end. Broncos coach was real salty about it.
What was the record? Like, why did they run that play at the end?
Get the record. I don't know.
The record of what?
Record for I think most rushing yards in the game.
Is that why? I was wondering, why would they not take a knee? Like, was there a reason for that? I guess that's got to be the reason, right?
I get it, though. You got to, gamemanship, I guess. A little insult to injury.
I mean, shit, if you don't like it, stop it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So let's see. Lamar Jackson went out there and had 300 yards. Nah, that can't be it. They weren't breaking no record off that.
Well, they were trying to break something. I don't know.
No, look how they're just trying to... Come on, bro. They're trying to set us up. Stop.
They're pressed to show the highlights, man.
Stop with that shit, man.
Rude. That's what that is.
They seen what I was doing. I was zooming out and or zooming in, I should say. 23-7 actually. Shout out to Hollywood Brown. Great touchdown catch after dropping 3 of them last week.
Crazy. And the most important game of the week, the Buccaneers versus the Patriots.
I just got to say, shout out to Mac Jones. He's not going to get talked about for his performance, but he played great. He outplayed Tom Brady.
Yeah, he was showing them up. He said, hey, he may be the legend in New England, but I'm the next one up.
For those that don't understand the context of this game, Tom Brady, one of the greatest, the greatest, most accomplished quarterback ever in the sport.
The same reason why they call Michael Jordan the GOAT. It's the same reason why they call
I hate to say it, but he is the greatest player of all time. He's most accomplished. He has all the records. He broke the record on this night for most passing yards in a career on the night where he goes back to his former Patriots team that he played 20 years for and won 6 championships. The guy that that was his head coach, Bill Belichick. And man, that was a messy divorce that they had, a very public, messy divorce that they had. He had the side piece with Jimmy G. Tom Brady didn't like that. Tom Brady went and got his own side piece in Alex Guerrero. Billy B didn't like that. And it was just so much buildup going into this game. And of course,
have you been seeing the reports about how he wanted to leave since 2017?
Yeah, since before that. Like probably 2014 when they drafted Garoppolo.
There was a lot of storylines going into that season, man. A lot of storylines.
The Buccaneers, man, the reigning champions, I should say. These are the last 3 champions right here. 2 of the last 3 champions, Buccaneers and Patriots. The Patriots, man, they finally don't get lucky. It's because Tom Brady is on the other side. Typical Tom Brady fashion. He gets lucky at the very last second.
I think that's the key to Mac Jones' development. I personally am not too in love with Mac Jones, but after seeing this game, I can see him being great going forward. The next thing that you got to do is be like Tom Brady and deliver those big-time victories, because that last drive, man, he looked kind of spooked. He looked very scary.
I mean, I still give him a pass just because he's a rookie, and this is like a big game, man. This playoff atmosphere, when there's so many people there wearing Tom Brady jerseys and like all that energy there for Tom Brady, it makes it feel like a playoff game. You remember when LeBron went back to Cleveland? It wasn't the same type of thing, right? Because Tom Brady was getting love, LeBron was getting hate, but the atmosphere was playoff-like. It didn't feel like a regular season game.
Very vitriolic, too. They were trying to throw batteries at him and all that, too.
Batteries?
They did not like
Holy
that guy,
shit.
Man.
That's got to be super beyond illegal. Jesus. And for the last game, before we wrap up on that, in the pouring rain, Mac Jones put on a great performance. He had like 19 straight completions at one point. He deserves props for that one.
He does.
So I'm excited to see him.
He's definitely looking like the best rookie quarterback out of everybody right now, which is completely surprising to me. I thought he was just playing with great talent at Alabama, and that's why he was a Heisman candidate. And he's proving me wrong right now.
He's looking solid so far. And the final game of Week 4, another divisional matchup with a team that was unbeaten with the Las Vegas Raiders, still not used to calling them Las Vegas Raiders, playing at SoFi one day. So there was 2 games at SoFi this week. That's crazy. How do you even like set the stadium up the very next day for another? Rams and Chargers share SoFi Stadium, a $3 billion stadium in Los Angeles.
They had to be working on that overnight, though, to make it right for the opening for Chargers.
And we saw Justin Herbert go out there, toss 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, to Derek Carr's 2 interceptions, I believe he had. They went down 21-0, and that effectively ended the game.
That was a defensive slugfest for a little bit, too.
In the first quarter, straight defense.
They're going at it.
Straight defense. But in the first half, Las Vegas picked up 1 first down the entire first half, compared to Los Angeles 15 first downs. Justin Herbert had a great game, but of course I got fucked over in my fantasy league when Mike Williams and Keenan Allen got no targets. He was going everywhere except for those 2 guys, costing me the motherfucking game. But oh well, big win for Justin Herbert. I'll still take Justin Herbert over Kyler. I know, Logan, you love Daddy Kyler, but I'm taking Justin Herbert over Kyler.
Is Justin Herbert's generational?
Yes.
People were saying that on Twitter last
100%.
night.
He's going to be a Hall of Fame player when it's all said and done. So is Kyler.
Just in year 2, you already know that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Very high praise.
He had like 35 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in his rookie year, 4,000 yards. He had an elite rookie season. And he's following it up with a 3-1 start and more elite play this year.
Shout out to Oregon. Shout out to Justin Herbert, man. I don't want to say he's going to be generational, but I'm very impressed by what he's doing right now.
He's going to be generational, bro. He's going to be one of the best quarterbacks to ever do it.
We got 2 generational young guys in Patty Mahomes and Justin Herbert. Right
Love
now.
it. In the same division. They see each other twice a year.
Too. Yeah, that Chiefs-Chargers game is definitely going to be one we gotta cover ourselves.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
You good?
No. I'm reading y'all were texting in the chat. My man, he didn't even see the phone. That's all I was looking at. I was looking at the messages. But yo, it's crazy. They're talking about Urban Meyer getting caught in 4K, man. Shawty gotta be going stupid. Nah, man, she was going dummy in the worst way possible. Not in the good way. But yo, Avs fan, I don't know if you're still in here, man. I know you're about to go catch the let's go into this NBA preseason, man. That's week 4. Let's see what happens in week 5. I really only want to talk about this one game and these 2 teams, but we can talk about a little bit what's going on with the NBA before we wrap up this week's Power Hour. We're coming down to the final 12 minutes of our Power Hour. NBA preseason. Nets win 123-97.
Bro, Cam Thomas is nice.
For the Nets.
That boy is nice, man.
Millsap was in there. LaMarcus Aldridge was in there. Didn't LaMarcus Aldridge retire? Now he's back.
Yeah, I guess he got approved for his heart disease. He's not going to be too much in trouble for it. So that's good for him, I guess.
Kudos to him.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis played 11 minutes. Kent Bazemore played. DeAndre Jordan played for the Lakers. And the fans hate him. They say the spacing is terrible with DeAndre Jordan on the floor. What do you think? DMP's coming his way, or is he going to get some good PT this year?
I think it's going to get some. I mean, they got rid of Montrez. They got rid of Marcus Gasol to get this guy in, plus Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis. I mean, he has to play.
I don't know, man. I think DJ might see a lot of DMPs in the regular season, but in the playoffs, he's gonna come in the clutch, especially if AD can't stay healthy. You saw AD bulked up like crazy in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, he had to. The guy is
brittle,
very, very brittle. But I'm just saying right now, Cam Thomas is gonna be a 6th man of the year candidate very, very soon. Because that guy's already a walking bucket. And it's scary to watch him play.
Yeah, Cam Thomas looking nice so far.
Former he's a VA guy, played for a legendary AAU program. He played for Oak Hill. I mean, the guy is like that.
Oak Hill, one of the legendary high school basketball programs. But the Lakers squad, man, Kent Bazemore, AD, DeAndre Jordan, THT, Kendrick Nunn, LeBron, Malik Monk.
He was looking very nice out there, too. Yeah, he got in his bag a couple times.
You got Dwight Howard. You bring back Rondo. They just got weapons, man. And you got a guy in Malik Monk who could actually shoot the rock.
Yeah, they got hella Hall of Famers on that team.
And not only can he shoot the rock, he can create his own shot. That's what they need out there in LA to help LeBron. Russell Westbrook. Crazy, man. There's no way the Nets beat LA, man. I don't see it happening.
You still think that?
Yes. I
don't know.
James Harden is going to choke in the playoffs. Kyrie might not even get vaccinated, so he'll miss half the season.
And then Andrew Wiggins folded on it, too, the other day.
Andrew Wiggins ended up getting vaccinated. Yeah. I find that, like, crazy how people were killing him for that, man. What do you think? Do you think that he should have stayed solid and stood 10 toes on not getting vaccinated?
I would have respected it if he did.
Actually, let's keep this topic short. Chill, YouTube. Don't demonetize this video. I would have
respected him if he did, but I also get not wanting to miss out on money. Like, you're missing out on at least 44 games worth of money. That's a lot of
calculations. That's a lot of motherfucking money to miss out on.
And he doesn't have to be like a radical person at all. Like, that's not his job. So I just wish that people weren't like making fun of him like they were too. Cause like,
yeah.
That's too much.
Look, I'll say this much, and we're not gonna stay on this topic too long. I will say this though: if he doesn't want to get it, cool. But there are going to be the rules in place, whether we like it or whether the players like it. I don't really think, it matters at this point because if we're going to be fans of the game and watch regardless, they're going to be players of the game and get paid and play regardless. So you're going to get paid, then you got to do the work. You know what I mean? And as fans, we are encouraging that. So we can't say like, oh man, they shouldn't have these rules in place. Well, people like myself, you, and everybody else that watches the NBA enable them to do shit like that. So none of us can be mad at it. We can't be mad at it. The players can't be mad at it. It is what it is.
I mean, and I guess the main thing is like the fact that they're a private business, so they can do whatever the hell they want to.
Anything they want,
and,
literally.
And my last point on this too is just like what Draymond Green said, as far as just giving people a hard time about not wanting to get it, and then making it so divisive. Like that doesn't make anybody want to get it more or get it any less.
Yeah, Draymond Green he's doing a very good job at keeping things political, man. Way to go, dude. Way to make things easier. But we'll talk about that later. Giannis, reigning champion in the Bucks. We'll see how they do. We'll see how the Lakers do. We'll see how all these teams do. We'll have more NBA talk for y'all in the next Power Hour as the season approaches. And the last thing we want to talk about is yesterday's social media outage. Facebook took one of the nastiest hits it has ever taken in the company's history.
I'm very glad to see it.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. That was dope. That was dope to see.
Very happy to see.
Mark Zuckerberg's total net worth decreased allegedly by $7 billion. The same amount of people that there is on Earth. He lost that amount of dollars in 5 hours.
That's way too much money for one person to be making.
That's so much money for one person to be losing and meaning nothing to him. Those
disgusting.
$7 billion to him is like $1,000 to you and I. It's nothing to him. It's a lot of money, but it's not that much. Same with us. Like $1,000, a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of life, it's not that much. It's crazy. That's how it. There's been a bug flying around for like the longest time. I'm gonna get that guy. Facebook and all of the family apps were down. Instagram was down. WhatsApp was down. Snapchat was down. All of them were down. But who was the last man standing? Twitter and YouTube.
Shout out to Twitter and YouTube.
Twitter was the last man standing.
Twitter's the GOAT app. Twitter's the GOAT app.
Yo, man, we and I wish we would have had some more time to talk about it today, man. But since everybody was on Twitter because of the outages, it brought so many great memes. One of the notable ones being the most popular show on social media and really probably in the world right now, Squid Games, man. If any of y'all seen Squid Games, tell me what y'all think about it in the comments, bro.
Great.
What do you think about it so far?
I mean, that first episode was crazy, but like the rest of the show was just amazing. Shout out to K-Drama. Shout out to that.
K-Drama
the
for
director,
sure.
because he put this show out
Sick
there.
motherfucker, man. Beautifully sick, twisted guy.
The director put the show out 12 years ago, didn't get anything for it. Even had to sell his laptop at one point just to pay the bills.
Wow.
And then 12 years later, now it's the most watched show on Netflix.
A story of perseverance.
History. That's amazing. That's a lot of perseverance. And you want to know what's crazy? Squid Games and Parasite are like the two biggest things that come out of Korea. And they're both things that are like super critical to capitalism and all that.
Right.
And Korea is like just like us here. Like they're super into money and all that. So it's just crazy to me that that's like the biggest things to come out of there.
What a time, man. What a time. And then there was that whole solar storm thing coming out that I seen you were talking about it. You were saying we got to go get the money from the banks, bro?
So this is my theory, right? And I'll send you the article, and I can even put it in the chat.
All right.
So this website, The Wire, says, okay, relatively soon, the sun is supposed to have like a solar storm, and it's gonna knock out all the Wi-Fi or all the internet globally, and some places might not even have it for a couple months. So when that happens, or if it happens, that means people are gonna be like in a mass panic, and they're gonna be basically have no choice but to do certain things just to survive. And then if you don't have any internet, how are you going to be able to get, pay for things like with your Apple Card or whatever? Like, you're going to have to get cash. You're going to have to do different things. You're going to have to fill up on your gas before and all that. So that's like probably like the biggest thing that could happen soon. We didn't think a pandemic was going to happen.
That's true.
It did. So I can't put anything past anybody as far as like a solar storm happening or anything. You can't even control it because it's up in the sun. It's up in space, bro. You can't stop the sun from doing what the sun's going to do.
I don't know, man. For me, the only reason I disagree with the idea that this could even happen is the fact that the internet to me seems like water, right? It's an unlimited supply. The world has so much of it that when could it ever run out?
It's not a thing. It's not an issue of it running out. It's an issue of the solar storm, like basically knocking out the satellites so that the Wi-Fi can connect.
It would have to be like really, really bad of a solar storm for that to happen.
It's catastrophic, and
because solar storms have happened before, but we haven't seen like a multiple week knockout of the internet ever. Like maybe that might have happened like in the 90s. I don't think that has ever happened in like modern history, at least in this millennium.
Yeah. I mean, just the thing that I read was just the fact that the sun is probably like, it's just like the big earthquakes that's supposed to happen in California. We're due for something catastrophic to happen. So I can't count it out.
Hey, fingers crossed, man. We need no more catastrophes in our world.
2020s, please.
No more, man. Let us enjoy the 2020s. The first part of this decade has been ridden by face masks and political differences.
This is the only time I get to breathe air raw. I don't get to raw dog air.
Please, can we please not go outside anymore? No more. Can 2020 or the 2020 decades, can they just look better than this man right here? So far, 2020 decades has been.
He looks like this guy. He looks very proud of what he's doing right there too.
This right here is the look of a man who is.
He just don't give a fuck.
That's what. Look at him. Look at him. This is the look of a man who.
He's like, yeah, I'm a Meyer.
He's just said, fuck it. Have you ever seen, if fuck it was a person, this is him right here.
I'm 0-4 and it does not matter.
I'm 0-4. I'm drunk. And you know what? I don't give a fuck what happens to. This is what the people that don't give a fuck what happens tomorrow. This is what they look like. This is crazy right here. 2020 to me is this guy right here. Somebody who had potential to be amazing. You know, because the 2010s were great. Urban Meyer in college was great. And then now you come to the pros, the 2020s, and it's just been all downhill.
Life comes at you fast, Urban Meyer.
Hey, man. Hopefully that guy can make a career comeback. You know, I'm sure it's not the first scandalous thing this guy has done in his life. Probably just the first time he's got caught.
Again, like I said, the man allowed an abusive person on his coaching staff.
Yep.
He had Aaron Hernandez.
He had a murderer on his team.
That's
not really his fault, though. Let's just...
Yeah. But then he lied about doing a Bible study. He had Cam Newton on his team. I don't even know the full story, but he got caught up trying to steal a laptop from somebody. I mean, it's a whole bunch of shit going on, man. Eating a shit sandwich.
That sounds like the behavior of a thug. This man right here has been on some thuggish behavior in the last couple of days.
Look at that thug.
But hey, man. Thug. It's all right. Even thugs deserve second chances, right? Let's see what he can do moving forward. I don't think he's going to be the coach moving forward. Shout out to K-Drama because what's it called? Squid Games is the best show that I've seen in a while, man. And Clickbait. If y'all haven't seen Clickbait on Netflix, y'all should check that out.
Clickbait is very solid. What else are you watching on Netflix, bro?
That's it. That's the one right now. I'm about to finish that shit. Maybe later today. Might just go ahead and finish that. It's a mini series, 8 episodes. To me, it's just like one long ass movie. It's like a 7-hour movie. I definitely recommend it. But we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's Power Hour. We appreciate you guys pulling up, dropping a thumbs up on today's video. We really, really appreciate the love. We're gonna keep the offline chat going for a little bit. If you pulled up from the Discord, fam, thank you. If tonight was your first time tuning in, we appreciate you guys. We'll be back with more content later in the week. Every Tuesday, Power Hour streams. We talk about all the latest news in the sports world. Enjoy the wild card baseball game. We might tune into that. If we do another stream, it would be like a surprise stream. Doubt it, but we'll see what's up with that. Hey, man. Another one in the books. HMO Tuesdays.
Power Hour.
Let's go ahead and wrap up tonight's stream. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. No, we're not ending the stream. Y'all go ahead and chill in the offline. We'll catch y'all later.
Bang.